You've been told your cruise cabin is your home at sea. Safe, comfortable, designed for relaxation. But after spending years behind the scenes as a cruise director, I can tell you something most passengers, especially those over 60, never realize. Some cabin features aren't designed purely for comfort. They're designed to influence behavior. And one of them, it quietly costs seniors thousands of dollars every year without them even noticing. Today, I'm exposing 10 cabin tricks that cruise lines use, how they work, why they target older travelers more than anyone else, and exactly how to avoid falling for them. And stay with me, because the final one is the most subtle and the most expensive. Let's step inside the cabin. If we haven't met, I spent years working on board cruise ships, including as a cruise director. I've seen the marketing meetings, I've heard the revenue strategies, I've watched how cabin design decisions are made. Now, this isn't about attacking cruise lines, it's about helping you cruise smarter. Because once you understand these strategies, you take back control. Let's start with something most people don't question. 1. The free upgrade illusion. You get the email. Congratulations, you've been selected for a complimentary cabin upgrade. Feels great, right? Here's what many seniors don't realize. Often that upgrade moves you to a less desirable location, under the pool deck, near elevators, or above a nightclub. Why does this work so well on passengers over 60? Because many older cruisers prioritize space over location. The word upgrade triggers value perception. But sometimes that larger cabin comes with more noise, longer walking distances, more motion. And here's the strategy. Cruise lines free up high-demand mid-ship cabins to resell at premium prices, while moving you into inventory that's harder to sell. How to avoid it? Never accept an automatic upgrade without checking the deck plan. Look above and below the cabin. Location often matters more than square footage. 2. The minibar convenience trap. You bored, you're tired, there's bottled water right there, snacks, small wine bottles, soft drinks. It feels convenient, but that convenience is intentional. Minibars are placed at eye level, well lit, and stocked with items seniors commonly enjoy: sparkling water, chocolate, small liquor bottles. And here's the psychology. After travel fatigue, decision resistance is low. You're more likely to grab what's within reach. Prices? Often 3 to 5 times higher than onboard packages. Worse, some cruise lines use automatic sensors. Even moving an item can trigger a charge. How to avoid it? Ask your cabin steward to empty the minibar on day 1. Bring your own allowed beverages. Don't rely on late-night impulse convenience. 3. The balcony upsell pressure. This one is powerful. Seniors are frequently told, you deserve a balcony. Emotionally compelling. But here's what isn't discussed. Many guests over 60 spend surprisingly little time on their balcony, especially on itineraries with full port days. Balcony cabins generate significantly higher margins. The strategy works because older travelers are more likely to value privacy and comfort and have higher discretionary income. Smart strategy? Before booking, ask yourself, will I realistically spend at least 1 to 2 hours daily out there? If not, that money may be better spent on excursions or specialty dining. 4. The easy access cabin placement trick. You'll sometimes see cabins labeled close to elevators. Sounds convenient, especially for seniors concerned about walking long distances. But here's the hidden trade-off. Elevator-adjacent cabins experience more hallway traffic, noise, and late-night chatter. Cruise lines promote them as accessibility perks, but they also fill quickly because they're easy to market. What many don't mention is mid-ship, not elevator proximity, reduces motion sickness, and for seniors more sensitive to ship movement, that matters more than steps saved. Pro tip: prioritize mid-ship, mid-deck cabins. Bring a lightweight foldable cane seat if mobility is a concern, rather than sacrificing cabin peace. 5. The cabin lighting design strategy. This one's subtle. Cabin lighting on many ships is intentionally warm and dim. Why? Dim lighting encourages relaxation, but it also reduces awareness of small charges and detailed paperwork. Ever tried reading the daily planner in cabin lighting? It's not ideal. Studies in retail psychology show lower light environments increase spending and reduce price scrutiny. Cruise lines understand this. Older eyes require more brightness. When visibility is lower, it's easier to overlook minibar charges, service fees, or fine print. Fix? Bring a small travel LED lamp, or use your phone flashlight when reviewing onboard charges. Quick question for you. Have you ever checked your onboard statement and found a charge you didn't expect? Drop a comment below. I read every one. And if this is already opening your eyes, make sure you're subscribed. I have a behind-the-scenes episode coming about cruise medical centers that you absolutely don't want to miss. Now, let's get into something even more calculated. 6. The phone placement revenue trigger. Notice where the cabin phone sits? Usually right near the bed. Why? Because late at night, when impulse control was lower, room service and specialty dining bookings increase. Seniors are statistically more likely to order in-cabin breakfast or late snacks. Convenience equals revenue. Room service may seem low cost, but repeated orders add up quickly, especially with delivery fees introduced on many lines. Solution? Check whether your cruise includes complimentary room service before ordering, and place orders during daytime planning, not late-night impulse moments. 7. The personalized TV channel Upsell. When you turn on the TV, what do you see? Excursion highlights, spa promotions, jewelry sales, watch discounts? It feels informative. It's actually curated marketing. Older guests are more likely to attend enrichment lectures and shopping talks, so cabin channels reinforce those offerings. The repetition is strategic. It increases perceived urgency, limited availability, almost sold out. Behind the scenes, many excursions have flexible capacity. Cruise smart. Book excursions early if you truly want them, but don't panic book because of cabin advertising. 8. The safe location for jewelry and valuables. Cabins include safes, and that's good. But here's something rarely discussed. High-value shopping talks often precede jewelry events on board. Seniors statistically purchase more onboard jewelry and watches than any other age group. The safe reinforces security psychology. You have a secure place to store it. It subtly lowers hesitation around luxury purchases. That's not accidental. Reality check? Before buying onboard jewelry, research comparable pricing online using ship Wi-Fi. Often, duty-free doesn't mean lowest price. 9. The daily planner placement trick. Every evening, the daily planner is placed prominently on your bed. Front page often highlights spa discounts, bingo, art auctions, watch sales, future cruise deposits. Why is this effective with seniors? Because routine-based behavior increases with age. If something is consistently placed in the same location, engagement rises. The cabin becomes a marketing delivery hub. But here's what most guests skip: the back pages, where the smaller print fees and cancellation policies appear. Tip: flip to the fine print first. That's where the real information lives. 10. The future cruise deposit pressure point, the biggest one. Now we're at the most profitable cabin strategy of all. On day 3 or 4, you'll receive an invitation in your cabin. Exclusive onboard offer. Reserve your next cruise today. It sounds harmless, sometimes even smart, but here's the strategy. You're at peak emotional satisfaction, relaxed, happy, in vacation mode, and older travelers are statistically more likely to rebook on board. Future cruise deposits are one of the highest margin revenue streams for cruise lines, because once you put money down, you're psychologically committed, even if the terms later don't align with your preferences. Some deposits are non-refundable, others convert to credit with restrictions, and that fine print? Often on page 2. Before committing, ask, is the deposit refundable? Does it lock pricing? Are there blackout dates? Can I transfer it?
Never book purely on vacation emotion. Let me be clear, cruising can still be one of the best vacations available, especially for travelers over 60, but cabins are not neutral spaces. They're engineered environments. Every placement, every lighting choice, every piece of paper delivered to your bed has a purpose. Once you understand the psychology, you become the informed traveler, not the influenced one. And that's the difference between a good cruise and a financially smart cruise. If you found this valuable, subscribe now.